We've done top 10 NES games. We've done top 10 SNES games. And tonight we're going to do my top 10 N64 games. This is my personal top 10 list based on my experiences with these games. This is not a critical top 10 list where I'm pretending to be a critic and I'm going to judge these based on, you know, everything that would go into giving this a game score. That's not what I'm doing here. Games I have not played, games that are expected to be here that I don't have a lot of experience with will not be here. And my example for tonight will be Banjo-Kazooie. I am telling you guys right now, Banjo-Kazooie is not in my top 10. Do you want to know why? Because I've never played it. That's right, I've never played Banjo-Kazooie. Can you believe that? I will play it. I don't have it for N64, but I do have it in the Rare Replay collection. Honorable mentions first. And just like the NES list and the SNES list, the honorable mentions are in no particular order. My first honorable mention, Mario Golf. It's a fun golf game. The Mario sports games were fun on N64. I don't know what it is. It's just good, smooth controls. So if you want a golf game and you're not into like realistic golf, Mario Golf for N64 is pretty good. We got 3 Star Wars games for my honorable mention. Shadows of the Empire. This game is hard, man. I don't know if you guys agree. This game has always been hard for me. I've never completed it. I don't know what it is. I always end up like jumping off the edges and stuff. Star Wars Rogue Squadron. It's friggin' awesome. And the last Star Wars on my honorable mention is Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. We used to play this all the time, and we liked playing the course from the movie. The racing is fun in this game. If you guys haven't played it, they did a remastered version that's on current consoles. Alright, next on honorable mentions. This one would probably be in my top 10 if I would have played it as a kid and had more experience as an adult, but I have not played this one that much. But what I have played, I've loved it, and that's Diddy Kong Racing. A lot of people consider this the superior kart racer for the N64, but I don't have the experience with this to have that for me at this moment in time. But I've played it enough for it to be an honorable mention on my list. F-Zero X. This game's another fun racer. I like this better than the Super Nintendo one. It's still fun. I think it holds up pretty well. Another racer I suck at, though. Rocket Robot on Wheels in the nice red cartridge here. This is one I didn't play as a kid that I've played more as an adult. Look at that, Ubisoft, 2 words. Ubisoft used to be 2 words. Ubisoft. But this is a fun 3D platformer. I recommend anybody that hasn't tried it to give that one a try. And my last honorable mention for the N64. Wave Race 64. I don't know what it was about this game with the water. Like, I've never played a game that had such good feel like you were actually steering in water. I don't know what it was, but this game I think was way ahead of its time. But another fun game, Wave Race 64. So those are my honorable mentions. Look at this, when manuals were cool and in color. It's top 10 time, and again, my disclaimer, this is my personal top 10 based on my experiences with these games. This is not a critical top 10. This is not me trying to pretend to be a critic like all of today's critics do. This is just my personal top 10, my experiences playing these games over the years. Not only game quality affects this, but the times that I had with it, and especially with the N64. A lot of these games I played with my friends, 4-player multiplayer, for the first time playing 4-player. So the feeling, the memories playing with friends, the amount of fun I had with that, that's going to factor into this top 10 list as well. Number 10, N64 top 10 is Mario Tennis. I talked about Mario Golf earlier, the Mario sports games on N64. The controls are amazing. Like, honestly, this is the best tennis game I have ever played. And I'm not joking. Look at that. Look at that. I used to play this game all the time by myself and just do tournaments or whatever the hell it was, in the ring challenges, trying to hit the ball through the rings. Use Waluigi all the time. Especially with the N64 controller, I don't know what it was. This thing controlled amazingly. Did Waluigi debut? I don't know. I don't know if this was his debut. Yeah, it doesn't have like character bios or anything in here, so I don't know. I don't know for a fact if this is his first game or not. But I definitely use Waluigi all the time in this game. Great start to the top 10. Thank you. Yes, this was his first game. Wow, thank you for that, because I never knew that. And that makes sense that he's got his own picture on the box. So that makes total sense why he has that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, if you guys have the Switch online, I recommend trying Mario Tennis. I think it's a fun time, and if Mario Golf is on there, play that one too. I like the cover. It's like a realistic clay court in the background, and it looks like a real tennis ball with Mario. Like that's such a simple but effective cover. Mario Tennis number 10. Number 9, N64 all time. WWF No Mercy. A lot of people consider this the greatest wrestling game of all time. This game had everything, man. I remember it took what the previous wrestling games did, and it just added any match you could think of, you could do on this. Rikishi's Stink Face has its own page in the manual, guys. So they got Royal Rumble, pay-per-views. You can name your own pay-per-view, King of the Ring. A lot of this stuff you take for granted now, but like back in the day, this was like new stuff. Al Snow's name's here in the manual, guest referee, Iron Man match, ladder matches, and then you could play through story mode and stuff, commissioner mode, edit superstars. You could create a superstar, edit moves. Guys, you're probably wondering, like, well, how do I have all these in boxes? How much money did I spend? These are the original boxes when we got the games when I was a kid, me and my brother. We kept the, like, I didn't throw out these boxes for some reason. I thought they looked cool and I just stacked them up. It's the only smart decision I made as a kid. WWF No Mercy, number 9. Number 8, Star Fox 64. This is still to this day my favorite Star Fox game. This is the Star Fox game that they've been trying to live up to for many years. They even put one out on the Wii U, Star Fox Zero, that was kind of like a reboot of this. But I didn't think it was as good. I don't know, this one controls like amazingly. Where the Super Nintendo one has not aged well. It's still iconic in my opinion. I think this one has aged well. And I would assume this is probably on the online on the Switch. If you guys want to check this out, I'd recommend it. Star Fox 64, my favorite Star Fox game, most people's favorite Star Fox game. Number 8 on my top 10 N64 list. Number 7, Mario Kart 64. Well, mine is Mario Kart 6 because my label is Tor. You can't see the 4. But I promise you, this is Mario Kart 64. This is where the series really got its current form, I guess is the word to say. The SNES game, you know, obviously way different. This was a complete overhaul upgrade. You know, like I was saying earlier, a lot of people consider Diddy Kong Racing as the superior kart racer between the two, but this is the one that I played the most. I don't have a lot of experience with that. So for me, this is still my favorite kart racer on N64. I think it's still fun to play today. The courses are cool. They put the courses, you know, in the newer game in Mario Kart 8. They're still amazing, I think. But Mario Kart 64, number 7 in my top 10. Bold prediction, Smash 64 cracks the top 5. I'll tell you right now, it's not there because I've never played it. Nobody I knew ever had it. I never had it. Number 6, The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. This game would be much higher in my list if it wasn't for the time. The time runs out. You have to hurry. You have to do things before the 3 days end. I don't like to be rushed, especially in Zelda games. I want to take my time. I want to explore, and you have to rush in this game. But this game is friggin' amazing. The enemies are cool. The NPCs are cool. There's a lot of freaky shit in this game, too. It's kind of like a weird horror game disguised as a Zelda game, too. Majora's Mask, number 6. That would be way higher if the time limit wasn't there. Number 5, Paper Mario. This I remember renting and completing as a kid. I didn't own it as a kid, but I rented it till I beat it. I would not consider this as good as Mario RPG, but it's close. It's very close in my opinion. I know a lot of people prefer Thousand Year Door. I prefer this one. I think this one is awesome. I think it holds up really well. And if you like Thousand Year Door and you've never played this one, I think you would like this one too. Number 4, WCW NWO Revenge. Now, I know a lot of people consider No Mercy superior. I don't have the memories with No Mercy as I had with this game. This was the game with my friends where we would sit down and do 4-player Royal Rumbles and 4-player tag matches or one-on-one tournaments. There weren't that many modes. You could like go for a belt and stuff, right? No Mercy's got it beat in like every aspect, but the fun I had with this game, this was the big one. Hogan coming out playing the guitar and like the actual presentation of WCW wrestlers. But the controls, man, the controls. I still don't think there are any better wrestling games that have come out that control better than this game. I don't. This game is friggin' amazing. Man, it was so much fun doing 4-player. Number 4, WCW NWO Revenge. Oh, so yeah, so we got the NWO White, we got the NWO Red, Ravens Flock, and WCW. So they had like 4, they call them leagues, right? 4 factions in here. So people were like, why is Raven on the cover? This is exactly why. Because they had the 4 factions. So on the cover, you had NWO White, you had Wolfpack, you had Ravens Flock, and WCW. That's why the cover of the box was the way it was. Top 3. Number 3, Super Mario 64. This was the first N64 game I ever played. This game holds up amazingly today. This like was like the first big 3D platformer, and the way that the controls are on this game are insane. That a lot of other games try to duplicate and could not do it. The box mint, not completely mint, no. Little bendage there in the corner. We got the manual though. I got the manual. You go where you want to go in this game. This game made people lose their shit. It was different. It was so different when this came out. Like, it took me a while to appreciate it. Like, you know, when I got this game, I was like, this isn't Mario. It doesn't feel like Mario. But I got over that real quick. I ended up loving this game, trying to go back in, get all the stars. What an amazing game. It still holds up today. A lot of people consider this the best Mario game, the best Mario 3D game anyway. Super Mario 64. Number 2, GoldenEye 007. I like how it says 1997 tiny to 1998 big game of the year. I don't know who gave it the game of the year. The Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences. This was the first big experience for me of first-person shooters. This was the definitely first multiplayer shooting game I ever played. This was the game that me and my friends played the most, hours and hours and hours. My friend found the one spot in the wall where you could walk into the wall and be hidden, and people would run around the corner, you could just shoot him, and nobody knew what the hell he was doing. And then we outlawed that spot, and then you couldn't use Odd Job. It changed everything, I agree. This is rough to play today, at least for me. I don't know if you guys agree. They have made a new remastered version. I haven't tried it. It's rough to control for me today, but that doesn't matter, because when this came out and the fun I had with this game, even playing the campaign was great back in the day. This game got me interested in the James Bond franchise. I love this game so much that I wanted to see the movie. And then I saw the movie, and I'm like, oh my god, the movie's freaking amazing. Which, by the way, GoldenEye is my favorite Bond movie. If you guys have never seen it, watch it. Like a lot of the sounds and music from this game, straight from the movie. It uses its source material very well. The time and the place. If the Nintendo 64 did not have 4 controller ports and it only had 2, this game wouldn't have been what it was. The 4-player did it. And those tiny little freaking boxes on a CRT. Do you know how small those boxes are? Think about that. We're not playing on a big screen back then, right? We're playing on a CRT, and you got a fourth of the screen. Tiny, but it didn't matter. Oh my god, this game was so much fun. We would play this over and over and over. You love Famke Janssen as Xenia on the top. Yeah, that movie was great. Those were the days, pal. Oh yeah, couldn't use the golden gun either. Number 2, GoldenEye 007. What year did that come out? GoldenEye? 97, I believe. Yes, 97. Which was weird. 2 years after the movie. Number 1. My number 1 greatest N64 game of all time is The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. You want to talk about being ahead of its time. This could have been an absolute disaster, but it wasn't. You take the risk of taking their big franchises that had so much success in 2D, Mario, Zelda, and now you're changing the entire formula and making it 3D. It worked, man. I don't know. They did it. They nailed it. Dungeons were crazy. Everybody remembers the water temple. right? The water temple was so rough that when they remade this on the 3DS, they put in like directions of where to go. It's my favorite N64 game. It's one of my favorite Zelda games, and it kind of like set the tone for everything that was to follow. This game is so great. It holds up today. I'm going to have to stream this at some point. I would like to replay this again on stream. What is Link's favorite dance? The Macarena. Oh my god, the Macarena time. This changed the way you looked at games. Ocarina of Time did. Remember sitting at the lunch table at school, and me and my friends were comparing how many times we played the game through. That's awesome. But yeah, we used to sit around. This was another one we would play together, but obviously it was one player. So what we would do is we would do 4-player WCW NWO Revenge. We would do 4-player GoldenEye, and then we would pop this in once we were done with the multiplayer. And this would like end the night. And we would take turns passing the controller around and doing different dungeons and the horse races and trying to find all the heart pieces. This game was so much fun, man. So much fun. Number 1, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So, what was not in my top 10 that you guys would have there? What did I miss that you would have? I want to know. Let's go through the rest of my collection. Here's the first one, Mortal Kombat 4. I have not played the PS1 version. I've only played this version. I don't know which one's better, but I have Mortal Kombat 4 for N64. So this is just going through the rest of my collection. I have Donkey Kong 64. Came with the expansion pack. South Park. This game sucks, but I think the box is cool. Mission Impossible. I remember having some fun with this. And the game that everybody thought was going to be awesome because we didn't understand then this was made by completely different people. 007, The World Is Not Enough. Quest 64. Pilot Wings 64. Turok 2. WCW Backstage Assault. Wipeout 64. I've never played this. I picked this up cheap. Excite Bike 64. I have. That's not too bad. All right, here's the Madden. I have Madden 64. Pokemon Snap. Another Star Wars game. This one's all right. Episode 1. Battle for Naboo. 1080 snowboarding. Buck Bumble. There's Castlevania. Donald Duck. Going Quackers. And Duke Nukem 0 Hour. So that's my collection. Alright, so as you can see, there's a lot of good N64 games that I don't own.